Good morning. Today, I just wanted to take you through, mostly because I've really got to get packing, what I'm going to be taking with me to the UK and Porto. So I leave in 2 days. This video will probably come out first Friday that I'm away, maybe the second Friday, I'm not sure. I have got one uploaded ready for you. Yeah, and I had great fun yesterday packing these items so that I was within a weight allowance. I'm flying to the UK, I'll be at my dad's for a couple of days. Then I'm flying to Porto in Portugal with Air Portugal, and they've got really strict bag allowance. So I've managed to get this one down to 900 grams. This one's going to be one on my body hiding underneath my coat. I've got this one down to almost 700 grams. This is about 300 grams and my board. So in total, this comes to about 2 kilos. 2 kilos is the amount you're allowed for like a personal item. And I have my computer here, sorry. So it's Daniel Smith's Hansa Yellow Light, Rose Madder Genuine from Winsor Newton, Cobalt Blue from Holbein, Viridian from Daniel Smith, Quinacridone Gold from Winsor Newton, Quinacridone Coral from Daniel Smith, Indian Red from Winsor Newton, Quinacridone Sienna instead of Burnt Sienna from Daniel Smith, Windsor Orange from Winsor Newton, Alizarin Crimson Winsor Newton, Windsor Blue from Winsor Newton, and Cobalt Turquoise Light from Winsor Newton. I should have instead this Windsor Green, I think it is, but for some reason I thought I'd bought the tube, so I didn't pick up from the art shop when I was there the other day. And then I realised it's actually a pan already, so I've just put Cobalt Turquoise Light in instead. So I've got 2 greens, 2 blues, 2 yellowish, 2 oranges, 3 reds. I'm excited. It's a thin little palette. It's still not fully dry. It's taking a while to dry, I think, because the humidity is so hot at the moment, or the humidity is so high. So we've got that. So I'll set that to one side. And then I've got a couple, I thought I had more than one. I've got to try and crush this all back in here again now. I've got 2 loose water brushes to fill up. Obviously they've got no water in at the moment. I've got my 2 thingy pans because I can attach those for mixing. So if I've got this one, I've got enough space to mix. Or we've also got my, oops, upside down, my art toolkit palette. It's a bit cracked, but which also fits on here nicely. It doesn't, the metal doesn't stick as well, I think, because it's already magnetized, but it works. Then we also have, yes, I know, 3 palettes, but they're 3 dinky ones. We also have this little one that's not pure pigment. This is like mixed pigment. So this one's got Holbein's Raw Sienna, Holbein Olive Green, Daniel Smith Anstey Green, Winsor Newton Queen Gold. We've already got that in the other one. Daniel Smith Naples Yellow, Daniel Smith Luna Blue, Daniel Smith Verdita, Schminke's Indian Yellow, Schminke's Burnt Sienna, Daniel Smith Main Red, Holbein's Lavender, and Schminke's Brilliant Blue Violet. So I think that's a good combination of palettes. It's really sinking down that one. I think I've used it quite a bit. And of course, so I could have this one like so if I wanted to, or maybe it would be better like this. That's quite cool. A sketchbook here. Doop, 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 doop. And even these 2 combined, they're smaller than my bigger one. I can't get them off. And then I feel like I'm going a little bit overboard now. I'm taking it all back out again. I've got a dark indigo luminance, a wheat diamond drawing pencil. These are nice and small if I just want to sketch on the plane. And then I have 3 portable brushes, travel brushes, my flat from Midas Touch, my number 2 Tintoretti, and this is my number 8 silver that you can only just see. I'll have to wet that now to get it back in, otherwise it gets damaged. Those. Now, I was thinking maybe I don't need this because this one is a wide flat brush, but I use this one in a kind of scrubbing way, and I don't want to scrub with this because that's going to damage it. So we're taking them. Then, got anything else in there? Oh, we've got a tiny, this broke, but it's my tiny little bit of like a graphite pencil thing that's mostly graphite that I was using to draw people quickly when I travel. Then we have a regular pencil. My mechanical one is an H, just for like planning out, because I like to sometimes sketch an idea first. We have the clips that go with this to get my sketchbook in place. We have another sketchbook. Now this one I've not really used. I've had this one for forever. This is the Pith, I can't remember what it's called. Kabusa, I think, or Kabusu. And so this is an older one. So I know from people like Francis Ives, Emma Carlisle, Sarah Dyer, they all talk about how the paper's different. On the new versions, it's better. So I don't know. And Katie Moody uses a Pith as well. This is an attempt at the live stream that we did, the photo from Paris. I was re-attempting it with a different palette. Can't remember what reason. I never finished it, of course. I should. So the paper's very smooth, I've got some swatchy stuff in the back with pastels, and I should probably swatch my materials for you, but there's so many here, I'm not going to do that. I just took you through them. So that's a nice smoother, and I think it will work. I actually haven't checked if it will work. Hang on, friends. I haven't checked if it will work with this, because this one is one that already stays flat, so maybe it's like not going to work actually. I hadn't thought about this. Oh yeah, it works, it's fine. Can you see how lovely that is to just like hold when it's in position? So handy. Gosh, it's so warm in here. Then we have a little water pot, and the purpose for this is to just have it on here so that if I'm using a water brush, I can just rinse it off before I pick up another colour. I was thinking about taking the one that's got 2 on it, but this is smaller and lighter. The other one's a bit heavier. Unless I put the other one, unless I were to put the other one. Oh my gosh, I could take this instead. But how would I get that? Like, that's a couple of, that's got to be 100 grams anyway, so we won't take that. That's a much better water cup. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Then pencil sharpener. It's amazing how much I can fit in here actually. A newly refilled Gouache pen with platinum ink inside, which is waterproof. Then this is where it gets a bit fun. Let me show you this first, because this makes more sense. So I packed a couple of my gnarly oil pastels, and then I've packed these newer ones, which you should have seen. It should be the video that comes out before this one, so I'll link it up here. And these are the neo pastel ones. I've also got some greens in here, because I'm thinking Porto is a city, but there's still going to be a lot of greenery and a lot of colour. Am I thinking? So it's a decent size. This one I can always slip into a pocket if I need to. So if I wanted to just go out with like 3, I can switch these out for 3 that I want to take with me. So I was thinking like in terms of portability. And then we have, and you will have seen this video, I haven't recorded it yet, but my plan is to use September to practice with neo colours. These are NC2s, and I know this is going to upset some people because I've literally snapped them down from their half size down to even smaller, just so I could fit everyone that I have in here. Apart from black, I don't have black. That's like a dark grey. But this is my polychromos. This is why I was keeping my Inktense blocks in, the skinny ones. But I decided actually this tin is smaller. Can't find the other one. So this is the one that I was using originally, but it's wider and deeper, and so it doesn't fit in here as nice. So I've switched them so that this has now got my Inktense blocks in, which I kind of wanted to take some of those with as well, but realistically I can't just keep taking everything. Like, I don't need an entire studio with me when I'm out, but this will be fun. So we have neo colours, and that's everything in there. Like, you can see how deep it is. Got a big decent sized bag. So to put them all back in, this is where it gets fun and challenging. We need that sketchbook there. Right, next up we have my Boron tool roll, which the pattern is available for you to buy. I need to finish editing the video, but my big deadline, my big project is almost finished, so that's something. So in here I was a bit more strategic. We have an eraser and the second broken part of that pit graphite pencil, and then I've kept this as minimal as possible so it can almost roll flat. We've got 2 cloths for washing my brush or dabbing my brush. We've got 3 here combo brush pens. We've got 2 pick pens, and we've got a selection of kind of neutral and then green browns. I was really strategic with my brush pens. This is not a yellow, this is a chartreuse that I've added to, so it looks like this. It's got a nice bright green. I think I added turquoise to it. 10 drops of turquoise blue. So there's those. Then we have some orangey reds watercolour pencils. These are the Aquarelle from Carandash. Sorry about the hiccups. We got some greeny browns, and then over here we have some blues, including the dark indigo Inktense pencil, because I quite liked how I was smudging that out the other day. A couple of basic bigger neo colours. This one is a new one, Desert Rose, my grey, which I use a lot, and my white. We also have this. I got this because of Becca Hall's. She does a lot of illustration of animals, and she recommends this one for a lot of stuff. So I was like, well, it's a Supracolor Sepia. So I've got that. I've only taken 2 luminance pencils. These are the 2 greens that I use most. So we've got those. See, they're getting used a bit lower. My Fude pen filled with fresh ink, and then everything here is Holbein or Polychromos because they work well with oil pastels, and I've got this Midnight Black Derwent Lightfast, but I think it's quite a streamlined pack. We've got the blue for the sky, yellow for if we need a yellow, greens, a couple of lighter blues. Those will work tonally together nicely, a pale and a darker, but it's not really dark, it's like a mid. Let me show you. This is kind of like a lilac-y blue, number 620. And then it works nicely with this one, which is 533. You can see they're really pretty. And I think that's it. It's my to-do list. Yeah, so that's my kit. This I can obviously wear around my body as well if I need it to, so I could always put some of the heavier bits in here and put my bum bag in my bag, depending on which one I want to wear and use. I just didn't want to make this too bulky because then it becomes really obvious that it's like something more, whereas a bum bag, a lot of people travel with bum bags. So my friends, that is everything I'm taking to the UK and Porto. I think I'm gone for just under 2 weeks. So I'm excited, and I will show you everything that I used or didn't use and the art I created when I get back. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another one very, very soon. Take care. Bye.